Okay, and we're back with another Phoenix Wright is Attorney. Okay, so yesterday we were still continuing with the with the episode 3. Okay, and we're still not there yet. Okay, we're still not there yet. We're basically like from the looks of it, it's going to be like the last stretch of um the last stretch of the trial. Okay, but we have to go investigate. Okay, so yesterday, okay, okay, let me just bring it back. Let me just bring it back. Let's just load first. Okay, and about samurai. Okay, so now let me just go through all the evidence and all the profiles that we have. Okay, so um yesterday we were met with basically Cody Hackins, the kid who was present at the crime. Okay, then we were introduced to Salmonella and the Vasquez. Okay, so the three of them are the new characters in that we were introduced to in the stream. Okay, so basically what happened is that um that Cody Hackins was called to be the witness, okay, because he said that he saw the killing, okay, and he mentioned that uh he saw everything, but he didn't. He was very vague on what happened at the on how they took down the bad guy, okay, but it's actually the fact that the the steel samurai that he witnessed that day was not the steel samurai. The one who was defeated was actually this guy, Jack Hammer, the guy who played the evil magistrate. I don't know why, but he like okay, uh I don't know exactly why, but he was wearing steel samurai. Okay, so my biggest, how should I say this, mystery right now is that what happened to the past. Okay, so like we heard that from both security lady and the Vasquez, okay, that something happened to Jack Hammer, that he was a star before and now he's basically playing second fiddle, basically become uh the villain in the story. Okay, now if you ask me, okay, who did it, okay, and how it happened, it's probably went something like this. Okay, so Jack Hammer, he was jealous of Will Powers. Okay, so what he did is that he actually like they took the bottle. Okay, like we have evidence of, how should I say this, bottle of sleeping pill. Okay, an empty sleeping pill. Okay, so I assume that Jack Hammer, he assumed that he basically drugged Will Powers. Wait wait he's 23 and he's 37. What the hell? I oh god. Now I'm shocked. Okay. Let me just continue with it further. Okay. So the thing is that um how it happened, uh that's how it goes. Okay. And up at this point, like, unless there's anybody new in this if there's anybody new, I might change my reasoning. Okay, but so far what I feel like is that maybe like Will Powers is, how should I say this, mm, okay, what happened is that on that day, um like they were rehearsing, okay, and then saying something um like Will Powers injured himself. Okay, I remember the security lady hated his guts. Okay, but then the security lady actually said something like the security lady actually say something like um that, oh, he got injured and then like I helped fix him up. Okay, and also the the samurai spear. And what happened is that it's kind of weird. She hated his guts, but then she helped him. I feel like that's supposed to be like Jack Hammer, right? Because he's a big Jack Hammer fan. Okay, so I feel like it's that you know that she's into this. She knows something that we don't know. I think. Okay, and then another thing that I could feel like is that Will Powers could be the one who like they basically what they did is say they swap costumes, okay, and then he accidentally killed him. That could be one of the possible how things plays out, okay, but that's just a theory that I had for now, okay. um or or that he jackhammer actually like you know fell fell and like stabbed himself in the chest, okay, on trailer outside of studio 2, okay. Later I'll show you that where, okay, like I think we'll be able to visit that place again because it looks very sus for me, okay. So with that said, for now my bottom line is I think like Will Powers is the only suspect because like they say that the spear is very heavy, and uh I'm just waiting for a new suspect to come up, okay? Because I don't really like at this point everything points out to Will Powers, but I could be wrong, okay? Hmm. Okay, Wright and Co. law officers. That was a close one. Huh? Yeah? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Huh? Maya. So what happened? Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and a proof. Oh yeah. Uh, there's also a chance that there's going to be like a new set of suspects. Is because that give me a second. Guide map. Okay. So at first we thought that he was killed in Studio 1. Okay. But actually the Steel Samurai, he was actually in Studio 2. So in other words, the reason why we didn't suspect Salmonella and the Vasquez, okay, is that they say like, oh, there's the monkey head, okay? The monkey head was broke. Uh the monkey head was blocking the road, okay? So during this time, that is when they can't go to Studio 1, so they are taken off the suspect list. And now it's actually the other way around. The people who are in Studio 2 that day, okay, the people who are in Studio 2 that way are the culprit, okay? Hmm. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process. So under the system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, with no time to waste, let's talk. The Steel Samurai? I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Well, like I said earlier, is that he's jealous because like he used to play the main character, the hero, okay? And something happened, we don't know why, and he just wanted to get back the limelight. What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, next. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. The director's alibi. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. What about the bigwigs? Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. Okay? What? Oh yeah, by the way, why Maya didn't realize this is because like her sister, possessed her body. Was Maya always this excitable? Any ideas? But have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. Oh, she realized that. Oh no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to Will Powers. Willpower? Power, right. Okay, just give me a second. Let me just check. Always check. And it's the same thing. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. I bet that this movies can come up soon. Mia's desk, my desk now. Okay, then we move to the detention center. October 19th, detention center, visitors room. But, Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, Willpower's only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. You do realize that kind of make it sound even worse, right? So there's not really anything I can do to help. Ha ha ha. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Okay, let's talk. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? Well, she's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen any reason to hear them say why. It's looking weirdo and very quiet. She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. And then... And what? Nothing. Yeah, this is the thing, that nobody actually say anything. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Director Manella, can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Well, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows those names Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her back and call though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. Can imagine him being her back and call, so I can't imagine him jumping. You think that she's actually using the director? Like, she's both the director and the producer. Mr. Hammer? I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back then, in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Okay, Cathedral? Check. Smile for the camera. Okay. Let's show him this. Have you seen this, Mr. Power? What's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurai in my life. These are the Steel Samurais that appear in live shows. A fanboy collected all of these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? And by the way, he's 23. Shocker. Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way to help you. Sorry. Samurai spear. Regarding the murder weapon, yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty heavy, yeah. I don't think an average person would be able to swing it effectively. That's why, like, right now, if there's nobody, like, he's the prime suspect, okay? Well, you can see he's more round than he's more round than tough, so I don't think he's able to do that. Well, unless the Vasquez here is like some sort of like martial artist, then we might have a different, you know, suspect. And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run through. Yeah, I goofed on around the kick. You see, I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away though. With duct tape, we heard. And why did he didn't say that he got injured, okay, on the day itself, okay? Because the funny thing is, the Steel Samurai was limping. Give me a second. The Steel Samurai was limping, as you can see here. But then, we kind of guessed that the person in the Steel Samurai suit is actually, you know, the person actually is Jack Hammer, not Will Powers. So, is it that Jack Hammer is the one who injured himself? Wait, I want to check something. Do you think they actually like swap faces? Do you think? Well, I'm not sure, but it could be a possibility, you know. Let's go to the studio. October 19, Global Studios, main gate. The old Windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. She's gonna get angry. Next. I think her guard's down. Yeah. I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. Okay, let's talk. Producer Vasquez. I was wondering about the Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets away. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her. So sorry. Manila? Can I ask you about Star Manila, the director? Sal? Oh, he's a soft pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. He treats him like dirt. I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Mr. Hammer? About Mr. Hammer. I heard what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you dragged his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal. A thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay. Let's examine. Okay. The main entrance to the studios, they probably have a police officer on patrol out here. Overhead. Okay, nothing new. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for today. Yesterday as well, right? Security guard station. Miss Oldbag must have liked junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Okay. The thing is that we still haven't found the blood for it. Okay, let's move. We go to the employee area first. I guess they're not filming here today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come and see the film later. How? One of the stars died. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues like that. Yeah! No. No touching. Yeet! Oh, gumshoe. You didn't even realize that in the beginning? Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. A little? I guess it's the actor in me. No, I think it's the idiot in you. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, why are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces stare off. Oh god. The plate. So you're looking for traces on the sleeping pills. Oh. For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capability to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pill, see? If there are any traces, it will change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, even though that you don't have concrete evidence? And some people think we should switch suspect. And what do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I'd buy the case against the Powers anymore. I kinda feel bad for Mr. Edward though. Prosecutor Edward. How is Edward doing it anyway? Edward is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Well, talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edward. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Hey, whatever happened with the empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer prints on the bottle. Ah, so he did drug them. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Okay, sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. So that's why he was sleeping for like hours on end. Let's just check. The Great Seal lying there. At least they've seen the wisdom at last. They know if they fix it, I'll just kick it off again. For resistance. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. It looks like a castle, probably neo-old Tokyo castle. It looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Yeah. The remains of the employees' lunch were scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Anything? No. Why don't anybody open up that place? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Let's see, cola, candy, jam. Huh? It's so normal. Window into the dressing room. Well, Powers, it must be neat to be the star and have your room. Okay, let's go inside. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. Why? I guess Will Powers won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? Will Powers is innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all of you've done. But this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No. Mr. Hammer? I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? I guess the rumor must be true then. What rumor? The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. So maybe she did offer off, right? She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? Just like salmonella? What dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. Oh, I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Jack Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Last episode. What do you mean Last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai death warrant. No. Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make any kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy? Why aren't they going to make a kids show anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? How about all the kids who love Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. No, they won't. They'll find a new hero to follow. That's true. Now that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Path to Glory. And this is a fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studio is so intent on hiding. Tell me about the incident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. Do you think she's the one who planted it in the first place? And that's the dirt she had on Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Well, thanks. We'll try asking her if she'll talk. Okay. Now, before that... Wait, I can't find my... Okay, there. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Sorry, I haven't cleaned up there yet. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It's kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among clothes here. Samurai Boogie Woogie, thanks to you. It's Power's bag. I put all the Willpower's personal belongings in there. He'll be able to come and pick them up, right? I'm sure he'll come, yes. You know, what are the chances that she's the bigwig? There's a box for snacks on the table. They must be given these to the employees. It's completely empty. I can feel Maya's eyes burning into the back of my neck. I guess there's nothing. Okay, let's talk to Windbag. Wait, double check. No, it's not Windbag, it's Oldbag. Why are you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old Windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. He's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told you? Where did you hear that from? Nichols. Nichols? Back? Nichols, Nick? Harry Nichols? That assistant we talked to. Huh? Penny nickels. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about this accident. It was during filming with Jackhammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed and all that. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. Do you expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole the costume, I have proof? I do have proof. Here. Take that! Here's my proof. What? What's the little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure Mr. Hammer had some sleepless night. Where's your proof that he used it on Powers? Take that! Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, right? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat. This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. The photo? Well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. He silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. So that's why, like, I was about to bring this up. God damn. Isn't that By the way, is that a bug zapper? I know it looks like a racket, but I have one right next to me. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs here. He pushed the other actor and the man fall onto the... Don't you think it's a bit weird that it's that sharp? How did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. Understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Examine. Anything? Okay. Outside Studio 1. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right, but why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or producer. Maybe the producer called her. Like, you have to be, remember saying that, Vasquez have dirt on him. So probably she asked him to steal. Oh shit. Examine. The security camera takes photos of everyone who comes through the gate. It doesn't seem to be switched on today. Again. Push. Welcome. It says welcome. They let people in here when they are not filming, right? Next. Let's come here someday. What do you say? Sure, if Miss Oldbag let us in. The mascot of Global Studios? Apparently, its name is Mr. Monkey. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I don't have the card key anymore, so I can't go in there anymore. The Studio 2 is down that way. Studio 2, the real scene of the crime. Nick, how did you figure out that again? Well, actually it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. Aww. Anything else I can interact? Guess not. Move. Studio 2. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? 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 Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. It's up, Mr. Hammer. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Hmm? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I was watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Will Powers? Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of Steel Samurai. You did it, Nick. She did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. Director Manila. I was wondering if you could tell me more about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourself. Oh dear. Let's examine. A light van for moving stuff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looked like it'd run fine. Let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? Have this. Okay. That's what they say the first time. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. They've already covered it. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. I bet it's inside. This is where Salmonella and Diabascus eat. There's nothing left on the plates. So they even ate the T-bone steak too. Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. So this is the place. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Looks like the materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of temporary film set. Unlocked. Okay, let's go inside. Trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems messy today. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Examine. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. It looks like they were designing a set piece for the Steel Samurai. They got some figures for how much the set cost. I can't believe they spent that much money on those sets. The Singing Samurai? The old movie poster, The Singing Samurai, starring Jackhammer. What the hell do samurai singing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai Stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jackhammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? An old movie poster, Dynamite Samurai, starring Jackhammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite a star. This is where they had the meeting. There are documents and papers cups scattered around. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. Nothing. Let's double check. There's nothing else we can see here. Oh, oh well. Move Studio 2. Oh, wait, I just want to show her this. It's not even looking. Okay, hey, you look. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Okay, show her this. Present. She's not even looking. Where? Where did you get that? Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you use it to control Mr. Hammer. The win. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The win? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more. Inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Okay, let's move. Trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? You were using that incident. Okay, you were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing his show for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour on his own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me, what is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? If I ran him hard, believe you me. Okay? But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises too. That's why she had the photo. He's an old fool. Of course all the reporter would need is negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of the photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? What the hell did they come from? Who are they? Professionals? They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photo so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should the Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. The Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Finally, he's doing something right. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then. Okay, I'll be looking forward to it. She's the witness? Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? The Vasquez. Okay, so the Vasquez is very sus. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Hope both prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. You know, if the Vasquez do have mafia connection, and she can make them appear at will, then it's quite easy to believe that. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Caution calls Mr. Vasquez to the stand. Mr. Vasquez is a producer who was present in Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? The Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2? Man, I want to see her get angry. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Can I take a look at it as well? Please do that. And can you remove her top as well? The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterward, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break from the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. Manila used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Day of the murder. I entered the trailer. A little before afternoon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. How do you know? Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Mr. Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Why are you fatigued? Hold on, you had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in Studio 2, man. Oh, right. We took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was 15 minutes break. Sal and I ate T-bone steak on the table in front of the table. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence she didn't eat that steak. Do I have anything? Well, the thing is that... Do I have one? Let's see. Kogi's camera? Well, Nick, find anything? I wish he said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what he said somewhere. Okay. The last part. Okay, this one here. Present. Objection! Huh, as I thought. There's no bones. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But then there's no... But you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. The plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone was left behind. Mr. Wright, did I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside of the trailer. Yet, there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Yeah! Miss Vasquez? That's the thing. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat steak. Okay? It's kind of stupid to say that she ate the bone, okay? The boneless steak, it's quite far-fetched. You took your steak and threw it somewhere else, like that incinerator. Ugh. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order? What are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat the steak. She ran into the Steel Samurai. And then, you did it. You killed him with your own hand. Ta-da! Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You said I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yeah, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? The thing is that I want to say she could ask the mafia. You couldn't, could you? Saying I don't know is a bit wrong. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh, you see? Yes, however, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I approve, Your Honor. I can prove that with the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. 5-year-old photo. Ta-da! Take that! Wrong, Mr. Wright. I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too, with my fey blood. Okay, I picked the wrong one. Okay. Oh. There is a hole, right? What about the monkey's head? No. Okay, the thing is that there's a hole on his chest. The fan? It's not? Then what is? Sleeping thing? No? The T-bone steak? The T... Okay, here's the real evidence. Which one? The samurai spear? I present the murder weapon, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon, not the fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning's action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume like this through the chest? Yeah. What are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I'll be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what murder weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. It's this. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, it's Jack's hammer standing at the top of the stairs. This is what I wanted to I basically skipped this whole part about the spear just now. Order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is all of this? This photograph is from 5 years ago. This was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of the very incident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fan's post pierced through his chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 PM on the day of the murder. Mr. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I could not say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died the same way he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Karma. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, wasn't it? And the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer all in the space of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting room at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. The jackhammer had been pushed off to the stairs to his desk, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume. There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? I bet she could move it. You'd be surprised, I bet she could do it. When people think their life depends on it, they can do it. Mr. Wright, this is not an episode of That's Incredible. If you claim she did everything in 15 minutes, let me guess, show me the proof. Correct, show me the proof. How am I supposed to do that? Then I won't have you making substantial claims. Wait a second, how does he know what I'm thinking? I only look at the cold sweat running down your face to know what you're thinking. Mr. Wright, perhaps you could reconsider your claim? How could she have dealt? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a better way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. The van, of course. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the Studio One to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Objection! Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella who drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Okay? Of course Sal Manella has to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into a costume. There had no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that she had to dispose the steel samurai costume. They had to because it was covered with Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, should I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. Fun? I win? Oh? So what happened next? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean the Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. You can say? Huh? Are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You like decisive proof, Mr. Wright? What? Order? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Um, of course it's as the witness say. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again, Vasquez. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? You don't want to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what is said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same question and then get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. You come so far only to fail. It seems there are no further questions, but then how can you charge how can you charge Will Powers if you don't have, concrete evidence as well? I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see, very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness... What are you doing? You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense, Your Honor? I don't think we have to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes. Indeed, verily I say. There we go. I want to hear what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Wait. Yeah, this is the director on the right, and on the left is a security guard. I immediately called the police. Then Power showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. And then I went home. I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stopping any bodies in the costume, mind you. Press harder. Where were the other studio employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? Yeah, but you don't have any proof. You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy. The witness will continue her testimony. Only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go on to call him? Remember. Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Sheesh, that's harder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. You sure? We often left him on the bus when shooting at the location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. I kinda think that's the other way around. Then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived at the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Like now? Silence. Hey, Nick? Why everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. He seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything I can use. I asked to be left out of proceedings. Why? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could be involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it, with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I get back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. I guess not. Press order. Didn't she ask us to find? Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Thank you. It's very simple. Even I was about to object. I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Huh? Dang. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have known. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order. Mr. Edgeworth? What you have just said is reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So, the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured, and couldn't do any action scene, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director? For everything we've done till now have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Not this. Not this. Present. Isn't it weird? It's definitely this. Objection! Objection! You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said, it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? You saw Hammer limping. You didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Powers was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when he was doing this... And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in a Steel Samurai suit. Wait, then doesn't that mean she killed the wrong guy? She wanted to finish off Will Powers, but accidentally got Jack Hammer instead. That's why you were confused. That's why you brought it. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order. I will have order. Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he had fallen on hard times because he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Let me guess. She loved Hammer. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this code. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove that she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. Present to the court evidence as Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. I think it's the picture itself. Take that! Maya, look, this is it. Why? Why are you showing that to me, Nick? And why are you whispering? I was just testing it out on you. Huh? I'm afraid your test results are negative. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Hurry up with it. You have a certain temple we have a communique here. Yes, Your Honor. Here goes. Wait, this is proof that she loved him? The thing is that what I wanted to do is show this so that, like, okay, she actually wanted to get powers rather than him, rather than Hammer. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals that the motive is. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With the Vasquez's help, a terrible incident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall, the fall from his stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, the Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the actor. One moment, Mr. Wright. Are you talking about motives here? Yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It's almost as if Mr. Hammer who had killed the Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you said, I would have no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright? Please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder? Reveal evidence. Okay. Allow me to present to you the court proving Miss Vasquez's motive. Her motive, eh? It's either this one or this one. This is my proof, and this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Wright requests that you find your marbles immediately. Oh, come on. Okay, we're so close. Think this one through, please. Reveal evidence. Samurai guys. This is my proof, and okay, come on. I ask you again. Explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Motive for murder. Motive for murder. Motive for murder. What? I thought it was this because I wanted to kill Powers actually. Guidement to Global Studios? I don't think that's it. Monkey's head? You think? I think maybe it's one of these two. But give me a second. Sleeping pill bottle. This is my proof. And oh god, I need to save. Okay. Oh god. Reveal evidence. Date plate? This is my proof. Ah, shit, come on. What is it? Oh, come on. What is it? Please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Motive for murder. The photo again? Then what is? This is my proof. No. Come on. I don't think we have it. He's dragging one leg. No. What about this? Van. What if we see she had no motive? She had no motive. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs. It's self-defense. What was that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor? Jack Hammer dropped Mr. Powers with sleeping pills? Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume? Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers? Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer? And for what purpose, you ask? To kill the Vasquez who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. It's a trap. So you did it, didn't you? Yes, I'm guilty. It was me. Someone called an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. But too late. Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No. Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth? Where's the Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court find the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12. Defendant lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I don't know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Oh, okay. Why he wanted to frame you? For evidence? Mr. Hammer wanted you to blame because half the glory. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids show, and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed face with him at any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, Willpower. Ooh, oh. Thank you. I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth? Hmm? Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank. No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gone away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth, I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Wait, you are? Liar. Right? I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those the kind of necessity? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right? But now we are. Yeah. Huh? Why do I get a feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? So, the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a bit of stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back into making kids shows again. Pink Princess, Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I mean, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy the trading card too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that Will Powers gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. Wait, he's playing the princess? I didn't think the Will is ready for the real Will Powers. Okay, the end. Brand new episode. Turnabout goodbyes. Okay, I think I will end it here, which is quite nice. It's like 1.5 hours, okay? But, you know, tomorrow we'll go. Oh shit. We'll. Been what? 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Ouch. Damn. Edgeworth! Oh shit. That's surprising. Oh shit. Now I'm curious. Okay, we'll continue this tomorrow, okay? Like watching that preview is like, wow. And what happened between him and Wright? And is Wright the one that got shot? Man, there's a lot of questions now. Man, I want to continue, but I know it's gonna take like at least an hour for us to get like a good, place to stop. I'll just end it here, okay? So tomorrow we'll pick up from that, and I'm really looking forward to it, okay? So with that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and that's all for today. Bye bye.